Hello everybody, Internetiri back again with another video, and we just saw the second semi-final of this ATP Tour Finals in London, and this match was also a three-set match. After 2 hours and 35 minutes, Daniil Medvedev, he took Nadal out. Rafa won the first set 6-3, Medvedev won the second set 7-6 in the tiebreak, and then Medvedev won the third set 6-3. This was an up and down match from both players. Not the super intensity quality match that I've seen in my life, but especially not from Rafael Nadal. It was very long time ago Rafa Nadal played this inconsistent tennis, to be quite honest with you guys. And the only reason, especially serving, Rafa was really serving horrible today. I believe Rafa, he landed 56% first serves in. That is crazy little. 56% first serves in, under 60%. That is not good whatsoever. In the first set, it was a disaster when it comes to serving. He landed 42. Tennis is a strange sport, really. Tennis is a really strange sport. You don't practically need to play super great to win a match, always. You can win sometimes without, you just need to play just a little better than your opponent. Have some luck, have the margins on your side. And if you look at the first set, just look at the first set. Rafa serves 42% first serves in. 42%. Daniil Medvedev, he serves 80% first serves in. Who wins the set? Rafa Nadal, 6-3. Why? I can tell you why. Because Rafa, he took his only breakpoint opportunity in that first set. Medvedev, he had 3 breakpoint opportunities. He couldn't convert in any of them. And that's why Medvedev lost the first set, even though he was the better player, in my opinion. Medvedev, Rafa, he kind of stole that first set, even though he was not the better player, in my opinion. Medvedev had only a disaster game towards that end of that first set, and that's why Rafa broke him, and then Rafa held it serve and served it out 6-3. And then Medvedev had the best start in the second set with a break up, was up in the lead 4-1. Rafa, he held his serve, and even Medvedev actually had a break point to be a double break in the second set, but Rafa saved it, and Rafa then came back and took his break back in the second set, and then actually even braked Medvedev's serve for the second time in the second set. Not only that he took his break back when he was down under a break in the second set, he also braked Medvedev's serve for the second time in the second set, and actually served for the match in that 10th game in the second set, in that 5-4 game. But Medvedev, he broke Rafa's serve to love, and that was pretty much over for Rafa. When Rafa didn't serve out the match in that 10th game of second set, it was like Medvedev said to Rafa, this was the only chance I needed, and I will send you home now to Spain, and which he did. Because after that, Medvedev took the match to a tiebreak in the second set and won. He was clearly the better player in the tiebreak. All in all, Medvedev was the better player in this match, the more consistent player. Medvedev was not superior, in my opinion. He was a little up and down, but he was more consistent than Rafa, all in all. Medvedev, all in all, he does 42 winners and 29 unforced errors. So Medvedev does 13 more winners than unforced errors. And if you look at Rafa, he does 22 unforced errors. I'm sorry, he does 30 unforced errors. As much unforced errors, more or less, as Medvedev. Medvedev does 29 unforced errors. But the big difference is here that Medvedev does 42 winners and Rafa does only 22 winners. So Medvedev does 22 more winners than Rafa. So Medvedev was the better offensive player here without any shadow of doubt. He was the better server. He was a much better server than Rafa, and which we all knew. Medvedev has a much better serve. Medvedev was the better player. Rafa stole that first set. He should never have won that first set to begin with, considering how many chances Medvedev had. He had 3 chances, 3 break point opportunities, didn't convert in any of them. Rafa had only one and took it, and Rafa was holding his serves in the beginning of the match barely, with all juices and 30 all and 40 all juices, advantage, you name it. Medvedev was holding his serve very comfortably, besides when he did that loose game in that 7th or 8th game of that first set, and that's what cost him the set. And after that, Medvedev had the best start in the second set. He was wearing Rafael Nadal down from the baseline. Medvedev was the better player from the baseline, and you can look at the rallies 0-4 shots. Medvedev won most points there, not with much more, but little more. The rallies 0-4 shots, he was better than Rafa. When it comes to 0-4 shots rallies, he was better than Rafa. Not with much, but just a little better than Rafa. Medvedev won 54 points, 0-4 shots, and Rafa won 53 points. And the medium rallies between 5 to 8 shots, Medvedev wins 31 points, and Rafa wins 29 points. And the shots over 9, the rallies over 9 shots, Medvedev wins 18 points and Rafa wins 12 points. So, all in all, in the entire match, Medvedev wins 11 more points than Rafa. In total, he's just a better player than Rafa in this match. To be quite honest, my friends, let's face it. This match, of course, could have gone either way. If Rafa would have been more lucky, this match could have gone either way. I know that, but Rafa's serve needs to be better. Rafa's serve, a player, solid, consistent baseline grinder like Medvedev, he will not let you come away with 54% landing first serves. He will not. 56%, I'm sorry. Even though that Rafa won a lot of points behind those first serves, 74%, Medvedev won more, 77%. And behind the second serves winning percentage, Medvedev is much better than Rafa. He wins 48% behind the second serves, and Rafa wins only 37%. So, all in all, Medvedev breaks Rafa's serve 4 times, and Rafa braked Medvedev's serve 3 times. So, Medvedev was the more consistent player, more solid player, did less on first errors, not many less, one more less than Rafa, but the big difference was on the winners department here. Medvedev crushes 42 winners, Rafa crushes 22 winners. There you have it, guys. 20 more winners than Rafa Nadal. There you have the big difference. And all in all, in the match, Medvedev wins 105 points and Rafa wins 94 points. So Medvedev wins 11 more points than Rafael Nadal. To be quite honest, I don't want to say that this was a horrible level from Rafael Nadal, because he won a set at least, even though in my opinion, he was not the better player in that first set. It was not the horrible level. It was not like he did 40, 50 unforced errors. But it wasn't close to horrible. I have to be honest. It was close to horrible. For sure, average level Nadal we saw here. For sure, average level Nadal. Serving badly, didn't return that superbly. Doing too many unforced errors. Doing too little winners. Just an average week of Rafael Nadal, I have to say. And Medvedev's performance, he was not beast mode. That's for sure. He was not beast mode. Was he great mode? No, I will not say he was great mode either, Daniil Medvedev. I will say he was good mode. Daniil Medvedev was good mode, and Rafael Nadal was average weak mode. And you cannot beat, when you're average weak mode like Rafa was, you cannot beat a player like Medvedev with good mode. You just don't do it. That's it. You don't do it. Congratulations to Daniil Medvedev, a deserved winner. He really deserved to win this match. He was the better player. Even in that first set, actually was the better player, even though he lost that first set. But after that, Rafa's chance, do you know how this was? This was like this. It reminded me a little about the Wimbledon final last year between Roger Federer and Djokovic. Djokovic was in the pole position the whole time. He had the lead 1-0. He was up in the lead 2-1, Djokovic, in sets. And also had a break up in that fifth set, I remember. But somehow Federer, he hanged in the match by serving good, doing a lot of aces. And Djokovic did a loose game in that fifth set. And Federer did a good returning game in that Wimbledon final last year, in that middle of in that 14th game or 15th game, something like that, middle of that fifth set, and Federer had a chance to serve out the match. And when Federer failed converting those 2 match points, it was over for Federer. It was over. We all knew that. It was over. The same thing here. Rafa, he got a chance to serve out the match, even though he was not the better player, actually. He was not. Rafa is a warrior, he's a fighter, and he somehow fought himself to that 10th game in that second set where he served for the match. But somehow Medvedev, he just decided, I refuse to lose. I don't remember all the points in that 10th game in the second set, but for sure Rafa did some bad points, for sure. But some of those points in that 10th game of the second set, Medvedev did some great returns. And by the way, Medvedev was returning really good the entire match. He really returned really good, especially the third set. And Medvedev, according to me, he's the best returner on the tour after Djokovic. He really is. He makes a lot of returns into play. But again, Rafa is not the greatest server. Rafa lost this match of 3 reasons. 3 reasons Rafa lost this match. Bad serving, inconsistent, which that isn't the... I don't used to say that way too many times about Rafael Nadal, but he was inconsistent in this match. Bad serving, inconsistent, and didn't took his only opportunity he got to win this match. And of course, I talk about the 10th game in the second set. Of these 3 reasons, Rafa lost this match. Served really weak, inconsistent, too many errors, and too little winners, and didn't take his opportunity when he had it. When he had that opportunity in that second set, 10th game. So these are the 3 reasons Rafa lost this match. But I'm not saying that Medvedev didn't deserve. He deserved to win this match. He was the clearly better player. I swear he was the better player. He was. He did many more winners, less unforced errors, served better, did more aces, 13 aces. Rafa did only 3 aces, I believe. Medvedev won 105 points. Rafa won 94 points. Medvedev wins in total 11 more points than Rafa Nadal. So it is clear that Medvedev was clearly the better player. No doubt about that. But Rafa was not up to the challenge. This was a tango dance. Medvedev was dancing tango. Rafa didn't join him. It was like that. For me, this was Rafa's worst performance in this tournament, for sure. Rafa's worst tournament Rafa's worst match in this tournament. And even Rafa's worst match in the entire year. It has to be. This match, Rafa's level was even worse than that match against Diego Schwartzman in Rome. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because in that match against Diego played beast mode. I swear to you, Diego played beast mode in that match a couple of months ago, in that quarterfinal match, where Rafa lost 6-2, 7-5. Medvedev didn't play beast mode, not in my opinion at least. He played good mode, I have to say. He played good mode. Served good, did a bunch of winners. He did crazy many winners. So he played good mode. Did Medvedev play great mode? No. I don't think he played great mode. He played good mode. Rafa played average mode, maybe even horrible mode. I have to be honest. This was one of the worst performances that I ever seen Rafa do. I've seen Rafa lose in the past. Against Söderling, against Tsonga, against Del Potro, Russell, Brown, Kyrgios, you name it. But when he has lost those matches, they have smoked him out of the court with one of the greatest performances that I ever seen those guys done. Those guys do. Those guys that I mentioned their names. This was not one of Medvedev's greatest performances in his life. Absolutely not. It was not. He got a lot of help from Rafael Nadal. So many unforced errors from Rafael Nadal's backhand. He put those backhands into the net. And many unforced errors from his forehand as well. No, this was not. Rafa does 14 unforced errors with his forehand. That is not quite usual to see Rafa Nadal do 14 unforced errors with his forehand and 13 with his backhand. And Rafa does 3 double faults. So Rafa does more unforced errors with his forehand than with his backhand. That is not usual to see. Rafa's forehand, it is his big arsenal shot. So I cannot say that Rafa did a good match. He didn't do a good match. He didn't do even an average match. He did a horrible match. Yes, I have to say, Rafa doesn't have a horrible level. He doesn't have it. But maybe this was the first time that he showed a horrible level, because he's not super young anymore. He's 34 years old. So this probably was Rafa's horrible level. If not horrible, for sure average. For me, this was a much worse performance than he did against Diego. I swear it was much worse performance. It was much worse performance because, like I said, Diego was beast mode in that match in Rome. Medvedev was not beast mode tonight. He really was not. He was not beast mode. No. This was not any good performance whatsoever from Rafael Nadal. And that's why he did. Medvedev owned Rafa in all departments. In all departments, serving, winners, unforced error stat, rally stats, 0 to 4 shots, Medvedev was better. The middle rally stats, 5 to 8 shots, Medvedev was better. The long rallies over 9 shots, Medvedev was better. Medvedev was doing less unforced errors, doing more winners, serving better, winning more behind his first serves, winning more behind his second serves, everything. The only reason, like I've said in the beginning of the video, Rafa won that first set was because Medvedev did his worst game in that first set. Medvedev broke Rafa's serve more times, 4 times. Rafa break Medvedev's serve 3 times in the entire match. So Medvedev won more points than Rafa Nadal in the entire match. He won 11 more points than Rafa Nadal. So this was... all the arguments are there. Medvedev was much better than Rafa Nadal. I even much better. He was not... The match we saw earlier today with Djokovic and Team was just slightly better than Medvedev. Only slightly. He wins only 4 more points than Djokovic. I'm sorry. Team was slightly better than Djokovic, not Medvedev. I said wrong there. Team was slightly better than Djokovic. He wins only 4 more points than Djokovic. Only 4 more points. Medvedev is much better than Nadal. He's much better. He wins 11 more points, and 11 more points in tennis is a lot. And not only that, in all the other stats, I cannot find one single stat where Rafa is better than Medvedev. One single stat. No more. I don't need to demonstrate this anymore. I'm not a Rafa Nadal fan, I'm going to be honest with you, but I expected more from Rafa. I really expected. I'm not saying that Medvedev is an easy customer. He's a tough customer. He's on a really hot streak here. He looks unstoppable. I don't know who I will believe will win the final. I will do a preview about that final. I'm confused in my head. I know that Medvedev is on a really deadly run here. He looks unstoppable. He doesn't know how to lose. He won all his matches in this group. Now he won in the semi-final. But Rafael Nadal did his life. He didn't make life difficult for Medvedev. He gave Medvedev a lot of help. We have to be honest. Man, 14 on for service with his backhand, 13 on for service with his 14 on for service with his forehand, 13 on for service with his backhand, 3 double faults, 30 on for service in total, and only 22 winners. And even on the net, Rafa was not super clutch. He won a lot of net points. I believe he won over 50% at least. He was much better at the net than Djokovic was earlier today in his team, but for sure he was not as clutch at the net as he was against Stefan Tsitsipas. That's for sure. Anyway, a big congratulations to Daniil Medvedev. He was a much better player than Rafael Nadal, and now we'll face Dominic Thiem in that ATP Tour finals tomorrow. I don't know who will win that battle. Really, I don't know. Medvedev is looking unstoppable. Thiem is maybe playing his tennis of his life. Maybe, I don't know. I will do a separate video about that and previewing that final because I have to think about it. I have to think about that. I really don't know. Comment below. Who do you believe? Just comment. I want to read your answer first. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye bye.